decides to be more transparent, I really can't elaborate on that. Other than that, when you let me give you a hypothetical. When you find a piece of something, there's really three layers of analysis you can conduct. You can conduct
and because I'm really
analysis,
into ancient
looking at electric conductivity, the
history,
shape, the size,
especially
the weight.
about Egypt, this was interesting that he brought this up. This is Lou Elizondo.
Are arranged.
I really
And
believe this man
determine,
is not lying, that he's going to be coming out
of something at
with
the
some
molecular level.
shocking evidence.
And then you have atomic or nano level
and
research
things
where you're
about
looking
the
at the
UAPs that they're seeing off the coast of
construct of the atoms and how they are arranged at the
San
very,
Diego
very small
and
level, isotopic ratios, and
Florida.
things like that. And when you see something, a piece of material that's been clearly engineered, meaning there's some sort of intelligence to put things together, and at the nano level, there are some peculiarities that fall outside the
This
normal
is really
range
interesting, and this is why I'm showing just this brief part of this
what you
video.
might consider, let's say, nickel or aluminum or magnesium or bismuth. Then you have to say, okay, who created it and how?
Right.
And at the end of the day, when you have material that has been found before supposedly we as a species had a technology to engineer it that way, then you've got to ask the question. And this is why I've said before, a 747 isn't uncommon to see at an international airport. But imagine being the first guy to break into King Tut's tomb, and of all the things you find in there, you find an intact 747 sitting in the tomb. Doesn't make sense, does it? Because 747s weren't around when King Tut was around.
Right.
So what the hell
this
is
a great analogy, guys, because I'm into
King Tut's tomb. So that's the best analogy that I can use.
Ancient history, especially with Egypt.
To further detail. I've tried to be very careful. I don't want to be dismissive of your question because it's an important question. I would ask that same exact question. But I also have to be very, very careful. And if you notice other folks like Hal and Eric and others, they're very careful to have this conversation too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not just me. I'm not just being paranoid and cagey here.
You're actually the most out in the open. They still, now what you said, if the U.S. government ever gets to that point, that I guess you can talk more. Do you think that we're likely to reach that point where the U.S. government is going to be forthcoming about such materials? And if it is in the cards, I mean,
I don't feel like we're going to know everything
material
on
is
the
proven to be what it might be, then I think, yes, all truths eventually come out. I'm not a material science expert, so we still need to test it. And this is why I keep telling people, we need more data, more analysis. And only then are we going to be able to make that determination. Is this really exotic or not? All I can do is provide you what has been made known to me. But I also recognize that, we still need more data. Right now, you're asking me my belief, which I rarely like to offer, but I've made that exception in this case as it regards material. But I also, if it turns out in 10 years that this material just happens to be some sort of foreign adversarial tech that was really ahead of its time, I'll buy that too.
They're talking
we have to
about
let the data speak for itself.
The government has said that they
case?
have found
No,
crashed vehicles
but like I said, I'm not going to let my
material of crashed
or my bias interfere
not made
with
on
research.
this
we
earth,
need
guys.
more analysis done before we can say, conclusively, this is not made here. And there's ways to do that. There was a dagger found in, actually talking about King Tut's tomb.
This is a true story right here about King Tut's tomb.
A small dagger. And for the longest time, it remained kind of this, it wasn't particularly significant to anybody.
They did have copper back in the day when the pyramids were built.
The entire blade was made from a meteorite because someone decided to do the testing on it, and they realized that the chemical composition of this was not from Earth. And that's what made this dagger
The dagger
so special.
You can find online. You can see the image of it. It's amazing. They didn't know what the hell it was.
We have the science to determine.
What I'm saying, they didn't know what it was when the pyramids were
just
built.
One crash retrieval case. I don't hear talk
Fast
about
forward
much,
to the 20th century when they knew about meteors.
Does it sound familiar?
I've heard the name. I don't know it specifically. I know there's a lot of names
and
for a
old
lot of things out
artifacts
there.
found in these tombs
But
made
I,
out
if you
of
want to describe it a
hard
little bit to me, I may be
meteors
able
that hit the
to tell
earth.
you.
I mean,
they were
Please,
doing.
it's amazing.
KJ, I really don't. You know, you
Yeah,
hear a lot
sure.
of names.
They were doing
This
a
guy
nuclear
James
test to explode,
Landoli,
a nuclear warhead in space.
I
And,
do not
allegedly
subscribe to him,
something crashed in the ocean.
but he had
Yeah,
Lou
and
on,
it was
and
retrieved.
so you can check out the rest of this video. I didn't want it to be too long. That is Lou Elizondo. He's all over. He's been on CNN, Fox News,
there may be some significance to EMPs.
Many news articles, papers, New York Times. So we only got a few more days before this June 25th
potential observations made in the past
revealment, which I don't think anything really is going to be revealed, but it's going to make sensational news when it happens.
Can interfere with whatever this technology is in this
on Friday.
And if it
interferes
the with it, then you now.
So I'm going to stop it right here,
you now have
guys. Thanks for tuning in, and if you want to check out more of this video, watch the whole thing from the beginning to the end. You can. I'm just letting you know that I really feel this man is not lying. I'm talking about Lou Elizondo right here. People are hating on him. They're saying he's lying, and empathically, psychically, I feel he's not lying. I feel he's going to be coming out and revealing some very interesting things the next couple of weeks, couple of months into next year. So get ready.
People have thrown around the